So I'm passing a little community that used to be called Sunnyside when I was growing up here in Florida. And I just passed it. It was known as like a kind of like a retirement, older people, like kind of like a trailer RV place outside of Sarasota. And one of my teachers when I was in elementary school, Dr. Kelly, I just remember he was like had a beard and always dressed in like a suit, no jacket because it's Florida. But I remember he lived there, and me being the mischievous little bastard that I've always been, he was very. From what I remember, is he did a lot of traveling, like Scotland, Europe, and everything. I don't remember what he did previous to working at the small little Christian school. Literally, I had like 12 kids in my class. But I remember I used to always, when we would get really bored in class, I would always like raise my hand and like try to relate what he was talking about to like travel and ask him what Scotland was like or something like that, and get him off on a tangent, because he was one of those guys, very friendly guy that would just chat forever about his experiences. And I knew that if I could get him to go on that tangent, it'd go 20 minutes into the class time, and everybody would kind of like laugh, but they also would listen to the story. But the cool thing about that park was, when I was growing up, it's very much geared towards older people. I just passed it. They had like a huge, it almost looked like a water park slide area around the pool. They had a bunch of different things that looked very kid friendly, more family oriented, and they also had a whole section when I was passing of tiny homes. So as I'm driving around my old stomping grounds where I grew up, I'm seeing a lot of places where they didn't move with the times and what was popular and what would keep them going. And there's like a golf range right across the street that's abandoned. God knows how long it's been abandoned. But it kind of just shows you that when you are changing over and evolving as a business, you stay around, you're still in the game, and it's easy to find other businesses where that is not the case. And that's a huge thing right now. You can see right now with the coronavirus and the pandemic, especially with restaurants. It's really hard for restaurants right now. It was hard before this to own a restaurant. Your profit margin's very small. People don't realize how small of a profit margin restaurant owners are working on. So the ones that are selling alcohol, that's where you have a larger profit margin, is on selling alcohol. So when the state shuts down or they start limiting how many people you can have, or like the day before Thanksgiving, where the governor in Pennsylvania said no alcohol sales past 5, you're talking about limiting these businesses on one of their biggest profit margin items. And they have a lot of overhead, especially being shut down for a couple months. They're trying to make money back. So you're seeing a lot of restaurants shut down in Pennsylvania. But some of the restaurants that were very innovative and changed pace as the shutdown happened, you're seeing them. I mean, they're still affected. They're not maybe making the same amount of money they were, but they're surviving because they evolved. So if you're a business owner or you're thinking about owning a business, just always be ready to evolve. Always be ready to change. Always embrace change, because the moment you don't, the moment you're in trouble. Right, Shiloh?